Hello there, it's another video, and in this video we are going to solve questions about loops, specifically about for loops. So we have 3 questions today, and let's start with the first one. So write a function that takes a negative number and prints all the negative numbers from 0 until that number. We write the function here. Write func, so it takes a negative number, let's say it's n, so we have to print all the negative numbers from 0 until that number, and that number should be included. So we do a for loop here for I in range. So we start from 0, we go until that negative number, -1 to make it included. So if n is -5, we have to make that -5 -6 to include the -5, because whatever is written here is not included. So you have to add 1 or subtract 1 when it's negative to make that number included. And the step is -1. So if we print I here, I first time will be 0, right? The second time it will be -1, and so on until that number. So let's call the function and give it let's give it -4 and run this code. Oh, I forgot a colon. Okay, so 0, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4. So the number we entered is included here, -4. So if I remove this -1 and run it again, we will not get -4. So we have to add this -1 to make this included. So that's for the first question. Let's continue with another question. So the question says, write a function that takes 2 numbers and prints from the smaller number till the bigger one. You may use max, min, built-in functions. Okay. So this function takes 2 numbers, let's say x and y. So we need the bigger one. We need to decide which one is bigger. So we will use max, give it both numbers, and smaller one, and use min, give it both numbers. So now we can create our for loop to print all the numbers from the smaller number until the bigger one. And let's say the bigger one should be included. So let's say for I in range, so we go from the smaller number until the bigger one, and we don't have to say, or we don't have to indicate the step here because it's 1 already, so we don't have to say that. It's 1 by default. So we go from the smaller one till the bigger one. So we just print I here, and right now if we call this function func, let's call it func1 because the other one is func as well, func1, and let's give it 3 and 7. So if I call this now, 7 will not be included, as you see here, from 3 until 6, because whatever is written here is not included, as I told you before. So we need to add 1 here to make this 7 included. So yeah, right now we get the 7 here. So that's it for this question. Let's carry on with our last question here. It's an output question. So what's the output of the following code? So we have a for loop here, and we are asked to tell the output of this code. So for I in range -1, so we start from -1. So we start from -1, and we go until -4 here, not -5. Be careful. And we go. The step is -1. So each time you subtract 1. So -1, then -2, then -3, then -4. -4. So this should be the output, and -5 is not included. So let's run this and make sure we get the same output. So yeah, -1, -2, -3, -4. So yes, that's correct. Okay, so that's it for this video. See you in a bit.